Bob Dylan and Eric Clapton. That's two names I don't think I've ever put together, and it's two musicians I don't believe I've ever seen play together. So this is going to be good, because on today's episode we're going to be watching them two boys play "Don't Think Twice It's Alright," which is one of Bob Dylan's most famous songs, and it's an absolute classic. Let's be honest. What do I know about Bob Dylan? I know he's an absolute great songwriter, and I know he won a Nobel Prize, and to be honest, I think he's not just a great songwriter, I think he's one of the best songwriters of all time. You've got to think of all these artists out there who've covered Bob Dylan songs. You know, he's that good, he's done that many songs that people have become, you know, they've had like hits off the back of Bob Dylan, covering a Bob Dylan song, which people don't even know is a cover. You know, that's when you know you're working with something who's more than just a songwriter. He's a god in the music scene and always will be. And I actually have a few regrets when it comes to not seeing bands, and Bob Dylan's one of them. He played like last year, I believe, maybe 2 years ago now, not too far from me, literally 10-minute drive, and I didn't go. And I'm thinking, with a man like him, you know, he's getting on. If he somehow plays one last time in England, I've got to go, because it's the same with the Rolling Stones. I have to go and watch the Rolling Stones if they come back on tour. And Bob Dylan, I think, is another man. Now, this should be fun. We're going to watch this. Who knows? We might even pause it at some point and just try and see what it is Bob Dylan or Eric Clapton is doing on that guitar. Maybe try and replicate it ourselves. Hit the like button, guys. If you haven't already, subscribe. I think it's something like 83% or maybe 85% of my viewers aren't subscribed. So if you like this kind of thing, hit that subscribe button. There's plenty more where this came from. This was actually requested by one of our subscribers by the name of Alan. So thank you very much for your kind donation, Alan. If you guys want to request a song, you know what to do. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Oh, that fan blowing on me. I can tell already this is going to be cool. You know you're an absolute gangster when you don't even have to say the first names. Dylan and Clapton.
Please welcome Bob Dylan.
The stage is this man's second home.
Used to sit and wonder why, babe. If I don't know by now, ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe. It don't matter anyhow. When you've used the phones at the break of dawn, look out your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm traveling on. But don't think twice, it's alright. I know you see color turning on your light, baby. The light I never know. I know you see turning on your light, baby. I'm on the dark side of the road. I wish there was a song that you would say to try and make me change my mind. We never did. working anyway. So don't think twice, it's alright.
You know what? I never knew Bob Dylan was actually that good on guitar. I always thought of him as just a folk acoustic guitar player who obviously knows his pull-offs and pull-ons and fiddly bits around the chord, but I didn't know he could do little lead licks like he is doing, which is actually impressing me. We all know about Bob Dylan's vocals. It's a bit like Marmite to some people. Some people like it, some don't. What I like about Bob Dylan is his studio way of singing. And he seems to do that quite a lot. It's like he gets bored very quickly. When he performs a song in the studio, he gets it right. He goes, this is what the people want to hear. But then when he's live, he's like, I just want to do what I want to do. Which I think this is one reason some people, again, aren't into it. Because when you go and watch him live, he doesn't replicate what he does on the studio album, what's been released. He changes it quite drastically. You can't sing along with him, because his timing's very odd. I prefer the studio version, but I don't mind it personally. Like, I still want to go and watch him live because I wouldn't go there to watch him sing. I'd just go there to listen to the music. It's great music at the end of the day, and I just appreciate that. So, and again, vocals, it's like second to the music to me. The music sounds great, and they've changed this song a little. They've kind of made it more like almost blues grassy, which is nice. This sounds good. Go on, Eric. Hey, come on, Bob.
Walking down that long and lonesome road, babe. I'm bound, I can't tell. But mine's too good of a word, babe. So I'll just say, fairly well. I ain't to say it's treated real kind. You got it on a better, but I don't mind. You just kind of wasted my precious time. Don't think twice, it's alright.
Eric sticking to the original. You know what? I'm interested to see what people are saying about this. Let's see what people have said. Anyone saying Bob Dylan can't play guitar should hear this duet with Clapton. I agree. I think that is true. He was actually playing some nice little tasty licks there. And I was genuinely... as far as I was aware, I thought Bob was straight up acoustic. It just goes to show, that's happened to me twice this past couple of weeks. I didn't know that Neil Young could play lead guitar, and now I didn't know that Bob Dylan could play it as well. Forgive me, ladies and gentlemen. I am getting my hair cut. Been letting it grow out a bit. There are two kinds of people in this world, those who love Bob Dylan and those who don't. I love Bob Dylan. Yeah, like I said, he is kind of like Marmite to people. I think he's great. I think vocally there, it could have been better. Could have been better. You kind of didn't hear the pronunciation of the words, no clarity there. But again, it's fine. I'm happy. I was happy with it. Eric is the epitome of class. He never tries to upstage anyone on stage. Bob seems very happy and relaxed playing with him. That is true, actually. Eric does he's very humble with his playing, even when he's on stage with her. But do you know who else? Saying that, he did a gig with Mark Knopfler from Dire Straits, and it's like they're both trying to be humble, you know. He's like, he lets Eric have a go, and then Eric's like, yeah, you have a go. It's like that they don't really want to try and outperform either one of each other. They just played nice melodic notes. Nice, you know, they weren't trying to go as fast as the other person. They weren't trying to play more notes. They just enjoyed it. Played guitar and just enjoyed it. And I think that's a great way to play guitar on stage. Again, kind of like David Gilmour. Doesn't try and play loads of notes. Doesn't try and do speed. Just takes his time. The song contains the greatest line written in the last 60 years. I once loved a woman. A child, I'm told. You know I gave her my heart, but she wanted my soul. He has got some great lyrics. I mean, someone put, I admire anyone who plays with Dylan live because you just never know what he's going to do. Yeah, he is like that. He's a bit of a weird musician, Bob Dylan. It's like he's not very theory orientated. He doesn't quite know when how to start and end songs with bands. I think because he's played for so many years on his own. You know, when he got into a band, he was kind of like, I don't know how this works really, and never really adapted to it. And that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It is kind of true though. He does kind of, you know, there's footage of him where he's trying to play with other members, and this is what I was saying about the Traveller Wilburys. I bet he felt kind of outcast in that band because you're with musicians who have been in bands, and he's kind of a solo artist, so he must have slightly struggled. I would have liked to speak or hear what Bob Dylan had to say about being in the Traveller Wilburys, and did he find it difficult? If you guys know any of that, let me know in the comment section. But yeah, I thought that was good. What do you guys think? What do you think of his voice? Let me know. But as far as the chords go, originally it's like C. Sit and wonder why. Just around that kind of thing. C. I prefer the acoustic versions. Again, the studio versions are more my cup of tea. Either way, he's a great musician. If you've enjoyed this video, guys, hit the like button, subscribe, and if you want to request a song of your choice, you know what to do. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. Peace out.
Blue. Raygo blue. Raygo blue. Yeah. Raygo blue.
Welcome to my Patreon. I thought today we'd react to do some exclusive stuff, you know what I mean, for you little legends only. I want you guys to tell me if this song sucks. If it does, it's gone forever.
Joe's seen something he likes. Call it the old
like
squatting up bosh.